What is going on, guys? This is Paddi for Red Light Broadcasting, and today gameplay isn't relevant at all. So if you want to open up a new tab and look at your Facebook or something, you can, because all the commentary matters. But for those of you who want to watch the video, it is actually some footage from a live comm of Burnout 3 Takedown that I put up on my channel like 2 days ago. If you want to watch that whole video with the live comm, go ahead in the description, check out my channel, and you get a free cookie. Now, talk around the internet is that Vivendi has plans to sell their stake in the Activision Blizzard merge. So they own 61% of Activision Blizzard. That is controlling power. That 61% is valued at $8.1 billion. That is $8.1 billion. Now you may ask, why would Vivendi want to sell not only the biggest US gaming publisher in the world, or in the US rather, being Activision, and not only the MMO king, but the leading company in cinematic cutscene development, being Blizzard. Now, for those of you who have been living under a rock for the past 5 years, in 2007, Vivendi announced that Activision Blizzard would be merged, and that was an $18.9 billion merger. At that time, Warcraft was like at its peak, you know, like end of Vanilla WoW, Burning Crusade, and that was like COD 4 for Activision. That was when Call of Duty 4 was at its prime and Guitar Hero was still around. Now here's the question though. Who would buy this company? Obviously some big names are going to pop up, being EA, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, or maybe even Valve or a couple other companies. If Nintendo, Sony, or EA or Nintendo were to buy Activision Blizzard, there would be a giant, like huge crater size, miles wide advantage in the console war. Now you guys know Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they're all competing companies for consoles. If Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo bought Activision Blizzard, they would basically be able to hand choose what games are going to be specific, that's the word I'm looking for, to that console. So, if Microsoft buys it, they're going to make certain titles just specific to Xbox and PC. Not Mac, just PC and Xbox. Same thing with Sony. But they're not going to do to all the titles, because that's where they're going to lose their money. If they make all their titles exclusive to one console, yeah, you're going to have people that are going to spend the money on whatever console that is, but then you're going to have the people that are like, you know, I'm not going to spend $300 just to play this game. You have the people that, like myself, who want to buy like a PS3 so I can go and play God of War. It's the only reason, and Twisted Metal, because I loved Twisted Metal as a kid. But then you have the people that don't, want to have another console in the house, which is completely fine, honestly. I don't want a PS3, but I do. But I don't. But I do at the same time. It's one of those things. Now, the only good way I see this happening is if Valve was to buy Activision Blizzard. If EA buys Activision Blizzard, no more COD. They're just gonna say, this is Call of Duty. This is a giant crater filled with lava. We're gonna throw it over the edge into the giant crater of lava. Because Battlefield is too big of a series, and there wouldn't be a point. There wouldn't be a point in selling two shooters that are in direct competition with each other, unless they find a way. They can continue to milk Call of Duty, or they could always improve it. They could improve Call of Duty to the point where they can sell Call of Duty at the end of the year. Let's say November, like it is every year. Then they can sell Battlefield at like May, so it's like 6 months apart, and they could make bank off of that. But will they do it? Probably not. Now, with the Blizzard side of things, I honestly don't know what will happen to Blizzard. They have WoW, They have Diablo, they have StarCraft.
Stay tuned right here to Crash Radio.
We all know World of Warcraft has been in a decline for the last, 2 years. It's lost over 2 million subscribers, but it's still probably the most subscribed pay-to-play MMO currently. The only way I see things getting better with Activision Blizzard in terms of the quality of the games they make is, one, if Blizzard just becomes its own independent company again and they do what they want to do like they did before the merge. And when they merge, this is when Blizzard went into the tubes. Or if Valve buys Activision Blizzard. Now, could you imagine Activision Blizzard plus Valve and then put Gabe Newell in charge? Just imagine what they would make. You have the biggest gaming developer, publisher in the US. You have the biggest MMO in the world. On top of that company being Blizzard, you have the best cinematic cutscene quality in the world, plus Valve, plus Gabe Newell. The things that they could make would just be glorious. Or it could be terrible. But I think it would be glorious because it's Valve. And Valve has never let us down. Hell, they may finally finish Half-Life 3. But here is my question for you guys. What do you think of Vivendi selling their controlling stake, being 61%, valued at $8.1 billion? What do you think of them selling Activision Blizzard? And who do you think will buy Activision Blizzard? I hope it's Valve. If they do, I hope it's Valve. I hope it's not EA. I hope it's not any of the console people, unless they're gonna improve it, but not be selfish and put specific titles on their console that they make. But only time will tell. So throw your answer in the description. Again, if you guys want to see the whole live comm of the video playing in the background, head to my channel. It's in the description and in the annotations above. My name is Paddi. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out of here. Take it easy.
Please see R&S to this video, comment, rate, and subscribe as I put it. And also make sure you stay tuned for Red Light Broadcasting Music and Red Light Broadcasting Design, both channels that are going to be holding host to a whole company of very talented people. And stay tuned for up-and-coming Red Light Broadcasting.